fresh apple cider.
May you always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep your head held up high. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference, oh you make me strong. Pretty little thing, you're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Ordering a cup of love, feel it rising up and above. You will always keep my heart and soul strong.
Quick Apple Festival haul. We got a ½ gallon of fresh apple cider. We got, which one's this? Peach jalapeno pepper jelly. And got apple butter. And look at my new Brave sweatshirt. Well, it's the only Brave sweatshirt I own. But I thought this was so cool. And it's comfy too. So I'm gonna put it in the laundry so that I can wear it. Coming soon. So the Apple Festival might have been a one and done for us. The good parts first. Our itinerary yesterday for our beautiful fall Saturday was like beautiful. It was great. I feel like I did a really great job with it. But basically, we live like in Atlanta proper. Like in, is that the word? Like in Atlanta city limits. Like in the city of Atlanta. We're not, whenever I say I live in Atlanta, I'm not meaning like the metro area. I'm meaning I live in Atlanta is where I live. The way that this itinerary kind of came about is that I had my first alterations, my like alterations consultation appointment yesterday for my wedding dress, which also means my wedding dress is not in my closet anymore and I kind of miss it. I didn't know that that was like a feeling I was gonna feel. But my alterations appointment was in Roswell, Georgia. Geography lesson for those who are not familiar. I just love like telling people about the places that I love and live. Atlanta, Roswell's up here, pretty high. It's outside the perimeter. It is still metro Atlanta, but it is not in Atlanta. It was about a 30-minute drive to get to the alterations place. So like if you stay in Atlanta, things are just expensive and like not as great. And once you start getting into the burbs, that's when you get the alterations people that just come like literally 5-star rated. And so that's what I wanted. So we drove 30 minutes to Roswell. I had a 30 minutes alteration consultation appointment. I actually was like quite impressed. I put on my dress and the things that it's going to need done are hemming, obviously. It's like every wedding dress is made for you to be 6 foot tall, which makes sense because it would be harder to like add fabric on afterwards if someone is taller, but also that means when you're 5'3", a lot of fabric needs to get taken off the bottom. So it needs to get hemmed. We're gonna add a bustle. It needs like boning fixed on the sides. The boning was broken and she said that that's just like normal because dresses often come with cheap boning. And I was like, okay, sounds good. So it was like sticking out kind of like this when it's supposed to, you know, shape me. And then we're also changing the cups in the dress because they're a little too big. Need them to be a little bit smaller. And the alterations person that I was going to, sorry, we were talking about the Apple Festival. We will get there. This alterations person I'm going to, such Edna mode. She just like came in. She was like, pin. And she was like, do you like that? And I was like, yes. And then she's like, okay, pin. I was like, what is going on? Meanwhile, the other people who are like working around are like trying to ask her questions and like, I loved it. I love the vibes. I trust her with anything. She's like, some brides feel stressed about this because with my brides, I do not close the seam. If I open a seam, I do not close the seam until the week of the wedding. She said other alterations places, they will close the seam and then the bride will lose weight, the bride will gain weight, and come the wedding, your dress does not fit you. And she was like, you're not paying me to make a dress that doesn't fit you. So I do not close the seam until the week of your wedding. So that way it will fit you perfectly on your wedding and you don't have to worry about that. And I was like, also as someone who fluctuates, like that is incredible to hear. Literally, like my weight fluctuates so much, or like the size of me just fluctuates so much without, it's fine. But there is no way that like my exact measurements are going to be the same as they are in January. Like whether I go up or down, like they're just not going to be the exact same. She goes, I'm out most of December. Do not stress. And I was like, okay, won't stress. And she was like, your dress will still be done. And I was like, okay, like honestly, I trust her with my life. Anyway, so we drove 30 minutes to do that. Left my dress with her. I think Halloween is the next time that I'll see it, so that's cute. And then I was like, well, since we're already north of the city, there's this coffee shop that I've been wanting to try. Bizarre Coffee. You would have seen it in the montage. They've been coming up on my TikTok For You page. They've been coming up on my TikTok following page. They've been coming up on my TikTok whenever I search Bizarre Coffee and scroll through all of their videos. They've been coming up then too. And they just have like the most wonderful fall drinks. Like the creativity of the coffee shop, I feel like is what really made me want to go. Because you know, some places will have fall drinks and it's like, oh, pumpkin crisp latte. And you're like, well, that's cool. But this one had everything. I ended up getting one called the Basic Witch, and it was delicious and great. But the only locations that they have are in Woodstock and in Canton, which are like very north of Atlanta, like an hour's drive from Atlanta. But since we'd already driven 30 minutes north, I was like, well, let's go to the Canton one. We'll just drive like 30 extra minutes, also because I just like Canton. And so we went to Canton and we walked around the cute little town that has like all of its streets are decorated for fall. There were scarecrows out, like decorated scarecrows, like Pete the Cat scarecrow, Beetlejuice scarecrow. Like there was creative scarecrows all over the place. I don't know if it's like businesses make the scarecrow, but it kind of seemed like that type of thing. So that was so cute and perfect. Sat by a little gazebo and drank my fall coffee and had my little smoothie bowl, and it was delicious. But then, and this is where the itinerary will be altered in future years. Then we drove to LJ, Georgia. Now, when we're talking about getting north, like obviously we broke up the drive, drove 30 minutes to Roswell, about 30 more minutes to Canton, drove about another hour to LJ, Georgia. It is up there. It is like kind of close to Chattanooga. It is high up there. But LJ has Georgia's Apple Festival and has like orchards around and stuff like that. But the Apple Festival was like the event. Georgia Apple Festival is like craft vendors, food vendors, the apple orchards come and have booths. And I was like, that sounds wonderful, especially because growing up in Missouri, we used to go to all these different like pumpkin festivals, fall festivals that were great. But the difference, I suppose, is that apparently this is like the only one in all of Georgia. Not really, like there's other smaller things, but this is like the Georgia Apple Festival. And LJ is this tiny little town. And long story short, we sat in traffic. So we drove the hour from Canton to LJ. We sat in traffic for an hour and a half getting into the parking lot. And all of that time I was like, we have driven too far up here to like jump ship. And also once you're in traffic for an hour, it's like, well, I'm not losing my spot in line. So waited for an hour and a half making our way into the parking lot. Once we got into the parking lot, we went inside. It was cool, but like it was just like any other place with like vendors and stuff like that. Like there was a lot of good food. There was obviously like, I mean, I love my sweatshirt that I got, love the apple cider that's in my fridge. Like it was great. But then we had to drive 2 hours back home all at once because we didn't make any further stops. And I feel like my perfect fall itinerary will be different next year whenever we do all of that. It won't quite be the same. Or I feel like it could be cool if we were to like, if there's like a cool Airbnb in LJ or like something like that to where we could almost like walk or like, I don't know, get closer some other type of way. Then it would be cool and worth it. And there's like other apple orchards and stuff up there. But I was planning on doing like having yesterday be its own full vlog, just like perfect cozy fall day in Georgia. And I really feel like the hour and a half waiting in traffic, I was like, the vibes are, like it was still fun and we were just hanging out, but the vibes were definitely different than I was kind of thinking for them to be, especially because then we got home at like 5 after leaving at, I think it was like 9, like it was as if it was a work day, except it wasn't. So that's all of yesterday. Extreme chatty clip to get the vlog going, sorry about that. This morning and a little bit of last night, I've been cleaning, look how clean. Smells like lemon too. I used my new spray because I have a friend that's coming and staying the night tonight with her girlfriend too, because they're going to a wedding that's like in Atlanta. They don't live here, so get to crash on our couch. We won't get to hang out that much just since it's Sunday now and they'll have the wedding tonight and then I work tomorrow and they'll leave tomorrow. But we are gonna go to Bantam and Biddy for lunch, and then I have them until the wedding, which is at like 4, I think. But I did want to clean up so that, literally like they would not judge or notice like any condition of any apartment. But I was like, can't have any dust bunnies, can't have people thinking I live in squalor. And it's just kind of fun, I feel like, sometimes to just really get into the cleaning. The stuff that I still have to do, which I'm gonna do later because I needed to like eat and drink coffee, is just like vacuum the carpet mostly, because like the kitchen is done, bathroom marked done. Our bedroom doesn't really matter because they get our couch. I really am looking forward to the day that I have like a guest room that I can like really just like host guests. But today I am just sticking them on the couch with a little blankie and saying good luck. Like, not really, but kinda. Kinda a little bit. So I have all that to do. And then I have 3 brand deals that I need to film. Vertical brand deals. So I'm kind of like planning those so that I can make the most use of time whenever we go out. Because one involves going to Walmart, and I said yes to the brand deal, and it's paid, which always like makes me be like, okay, my career. But I did not realize how quick the turnaround is. I'm sure they told me how quick the turnaround is, but I said yes to it like Wednesday or Thursday of last week, I think. And then it's due Tuesday. So 2 days from now. Gotta do what you gotta do for a check. Good catch up. I didn't even say what this video is. Welcome to like days in my life. Hang out with me. Live life with me. Ooh, maybe this should be a life at 24 video. I feel like it's been a while since I've done one of those. Okay, little snapshot into life at 24. I'm so excited to eat at Bantam and Biddy in a couple hours. One of the cool things is that they have both the beige inspirational and also blue splattered. It's right here.
What was the other one?
Okay, little haul. I got Let's Get Sheet Faced, the 14-day sheet mask kit, and this little giraffe headband. It's a little haul for all this. How's that?
Goofy but cute.
This looks so fun. It's the Cake My Day hydrating mask, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. Oh my gosh.
Does it smell like cake?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
It does kind of. But it's like light.
Batter.
Yeah, like cake batter. This one is exciting too. Gold Kitten Revitalizing Golden Peel-Off Mask. I feel like this will be like whenever I put it on, this will be the face mask and do like a little Instagram story and be like self-care night while I'm like glittering gold, you know?
Casual.
Just casual, and that's cute. Oh my gosh, it's the I Do Care. That's cool. And then last but not least, a little less like relaxing and more like functional for the face, the Time Out Blemish Patch Pluses. Love it. The giraffe headband to come off just for now. I love the like juxtaposition of this one, that one, and then the Remax Metro Atlanta Cityside.
Stretch dress.
So I feel like it's like if you maybe don't wear revealing clothes at the gym.
Fair enough.
We had a weird chunk of time today whenever we were waiting to get to lunch before my friend had arrived, and we found this consignment shop called Queenie's Consignment Shop in Atlanta, and I actually got some things, including these pants that I'm currently wearing. They're from Lulu, and they were $30, and they feel barely used, but they feel like the like 2017, 2018 Lululemon fabric, which is, it was like prime time Lulu. Like the last pants that I had that felt like this, I wore for I think 7 years before they like wore out. Like they were my go-tos, and I've never had pants that felt like this again. And so putting these on, like it felt like my old pants, honestly, and I am so excited about it. But the other things that I got, I'm also very excited for. It was 2 dresses. The first one is this like frilly baby doll dress that I honestly just think is so cute. Like there will be an occasion at some point for me to wear this. The back is a tie and the bow, and then it's just like stretchy. Day and Moon brand, but it was $12 and it was cute. And then we have this one, which is so sparkly and fun. I saw this and immediately was like, yeah, you're coming home with me. But then I tried it on and it fit really well too. I mean, it's loose, but like it's kind of supposed to be. It is so sparkly. And when I was trying it on, the sales lady was like, oh, that's a good party dress. And I was like, I know. I don't have anywhere to wear it to, but I'm sure I'll find a place. Like, it is such a good sparkle. And let's see. Rayvoos is the brand. I feel like consignment's always funny because it can be just like regular brands, or stuff can like randomly be so expensive. Because it was consignment, it wasn't a thrift shop, you know, bougie. And then lastly, I got these brown leather pants, which I'm so excited for, and they fit very well. Let's see, they are For All Mankind brand, and they like, I love them. I love them on. I feel like this is a fun, I don't know, just like a fun piece of fashion to have around. Pretty successful haul, if I do say so myself. the vibes. Fell out of place in transport. Guess. There we go. Wait, do you guys want to see him before Zach does?
You sound like Dora.
Can you guys say wedding ring? Good job. You want me to propose to you?
I already know what happened.
Come here. Wipe the grapes off your hands. Zach, will you marry me?
Probably.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Wait, bring that hand over here. Let's see if it fits. Gotta get over the knuckle and then we're good. Oh, that's a pretty good fit.
Oh, it's cutting off circulation.
No, it's not.
I'm dying. Oh no, cut off the finger.
No, it's good. Look, it's spinning, is it not? Do you like it? I think that looks very nice on you. I think you need to start wearing it around to practice. No, you can't take it off. Yeah, you're not meant to take it off. No, you're not meant to. Do you think you need up half a size? You're also sticky right now.
There we go.
You don't want to wear it?
I'm not married to you yet. Am I?
You're engaged. It's your engagement ring.
Oh, I get another ring?
No.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, it says 14K on the inside. We got the satin finish for him. Oops, if you can tell. I think it looks very nice.
Satin.
Satin. So we got the satin finish, and then this one is mine.
No diamonds.
Well, you didn't even pay for it, so.
Well, I was going.
I was so speedy with it. So when I have a stack, this is what my stack's gonna look like. Just a gold band, because I'm going to pave, and then in the future, I can always add on down there in the future. But I think that looks very nice to begin with.
It looks great, Pookie.
Thank you.
Bag alert. Major bag alert.
Major.
Major bag alert.
I took a little break from you, which I deeply apologize for, but the first 2 work days of this work week, I was like, I need to film a day in the life of a medical social worker, just like take it back to the roots, like cutesy, helpful, searchable video that's gonna get played in like social work classrooms in the future. That's what I was planning on. And so I was like, I need to pause the week of my life so I can film that. But then I haven't even like done that well. I don't know. It's not that I've been overwhelmed. I feel like I've just had like lots of moving pieces in my brain, and some of it was like making videos and brand deals for like either UGC or like paid ones for TikTok and Instagram, which is awesome and incredible opportunities. But I think I like had too much to film in a week where I was also working, and that's also a weird week because I leave tomorrow, and my brain kind of did like a sputter, you know. It was that's what I feel like Monday and Tuesday were. So I'm sorry. I'm excited though, because so when I'm leaving tomorrow, I think I've mentioned this, but I'm going to Colorado because my older sister is having her first baby. I'm gonna be an aunt. And he was due 3 days ago, and he is still just hanging out comfy. And so she is 40 weeks and 3 days today. And whenever I originally scheduled my trip leaving tomorrow, I was like, oh, like, is that too late? Like, I was thinking like he could be 2-3 weeks old at that point. But I was like, no, just like play it safe, like get there when he gets there or after he gets there, so I can definitely meet him. And now here we are. I'm probably gonna land, and I mean, he's still comfy on the inside. He has not made his entrance into this world yet. But whenever my sister has visited the past 2 times, we've gone to this cookie place called Sugar Shane's, which has like monster cookies. Like they're genuinely very good cookies. And when she last came, we got them like twice in the weekend, and then she Uber Eats to them like to my apartment too. So she just really likes Sugar Shane's. So I haven't told her I'm doing this, but I put in an order for a dozen cookies at Sugar Shane's that we're gonna go pick up whenever Zach gets home in a few minutes. It's in Sandy Springs, so it's like a little bit of a drive, but not crazy. But given the time of day might be a little bit long. And there's a Rush Bowls that's right by there, which is like smoothie bowls, and my body needs a smoothie bowl. It needs a smoothie bowl real bad. So we're gonna pick up the dozen cookies and go get Rush Bowls. So I'm very excited for what is to come tonight. And I mean, I don't know if Sugar Shanes induces labor, but willing to try anything at this point, it probably doesn't. It probably is gonna have him on the inside being like, yeah, actually this is real good. I'm never leaving. I stay till Tuesday, so like we should be good. It will be funny if I leave without actually meeting him, but at this point she's been pregnant so long that she was like, it'll be good just to have the distraction of you here. So I will be serving a purpose, whether or not I actually get to meet my new baby nephew, who I'm so excited for. I have a cool Ant Club shirt that I'll wear. I think like when I meet him is when I'll wear that, maybe. We'll see. I still need to figure out if I'm able to pull up the day in my life video, because I should be able to, especially because those types of videos, like since they're more information based, can kind of be pieced together pieces of like footage. I don't know why I thought I was gonna be able to film it whenever I hadn't even come up with like a plan for it, but it's just like I'm beating myself up in my brain about it, but I'm like, why am I beating myself up in my brain about it? Like, I don't need to be doing all that, but it's fine. I'll be fine. See how far away Zach is. I guess I could change out of my scrubs. I'm like very guilty of just like going places in my scrubs after there's no reason for me to be in my scrubs. Okay, Zach's probably like 5 minutes away. That definitely gives me time to change out of my scrubs, and then we'll go get the cookie and get a smoothie bowl. Sugar Shanes. No, it's not.
Why is it locked then?
It's been lined up before. That's how you get the key. Thank you. Sugar Shane's haul. I got one for me too. Whenever I picked up my order, they said, okay.
Did you get one for me?
Nope. And they said, okay, have a great night. And they said, oh, actually, we've got another one that we need to purchase here. I'm gonna break open this sticker because I think that I need to put it in a different container. Oh. 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 Wait. Pause, sorry. Technical difficulties. I don't even remember all the kinds that these are. I know there's like a chocolate chip, there's a s'mores, red velvet obviously, cookies and cream. I don't know what that one with icing is, but that looks good. Oh, I guess this would tell me. Double shot. Oh, it's an espresso one. Yeah.
Like Sabrina Carpenter.
Like Sabrina. She will love these.